What's up YouTube? Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, as you guys can see, I'm gonna try to share my understanding of retiring in United States and why I want to plan to retire between the age of 50 to 55. So the short answer is right in front of you on the screen. The healthy life expectancy by country. You see, US is way down there with 66.1 years old age, meaning at the age of 66 years old, the healthy life expectancy starts decreasing, and it goes without saying that our average life expectancy in US is around 76 years old, meaning if on average we were to retire at 65 years old, then we would hardly have 11 years of life. And then, not to mention the life that the 11 years of life that we were to have would not be the healthiest of the 11 years that we ever lived. So that's why my plan is to retire early. I'll try to retire early between age 50 to 55, depending on how much return on investment I'm gonna get from my investments in the next 15 to 20 years. And there's a calculator that I use, and I really wanted to share it with you guys as well. I'll paste the link for this calculator down in the description below. It is from bankrate.com, which is an authentic website. It gives you how you can calculate retirement savings and more. So I'll walk you through in this video how am I planning to retire at the age of 50, ideally 50, but if not 50, around 55. So 20 more years. I'm currently 35 years old, and I'm targeting age of retirement at 50 years. Current annual household income is roughly about 150,000. It's a little over 150 with bonuses and everything else. It is around $150,000. Then annual retirement savings is 25%, meaning I'm really aggressive in spending and investing money in the stock market. That's how I see early retirement, and that's, I think, the way to go. Then on the current retirement saving side, I currently have a portfolio on Robinhood of over $161,000. But overall, with my 401k and Roth IRA, everything included, it's roughly about $250,000. And if you click here on the left button where it shows question mark, you can get more information on what it really talks about. So total amount that you currently have saved up towards your retirement include all sources of retirement such as 401ks, IRAs, annuity, as well as non-tax favorable accounts. Then another interesting point here I wanted to pick here was expected income increase at 0%. Why I selected 0% is because I really wanted to have a really conservative numbers coming out, so that although I am expecting to see an increase in income at least 2 to 3% every year till I retire, but I would put 0% here, meaning that I want to, be a little conservative in my numbers. Then income required at retirement 50%. So currently, what I'm saying is I'm investing 25%, right? So 25% is that, and then the rest 25% that I'm gonna talk about that I'll be saving is for retirement. Why I'm putting 50% of my current living expenses is because most of my current living expenses, which are 75%, as you see, 25% is savings, so 75% of 150 is what I live in comfortably. But that 75% includes the mortgage payment. So mortgage payment is a lot here where I live, and that is why in the next 15 to 20 years, hopefully they'll be paid off. So that is why I marked this as 50%. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, let me know in the comment section and I'll explain it better. In the years of retirement income, I plan to say 35 here, meaning at the age of 85, which is beyond the average age of American life expectancy. And then on top of that, I also wanted to share my family life expectancy, and both from my dad's and my mom's side, and it is not over 85 on average. So, but as I said, like, I want to be a little conservative. So if I were to live at the age of 85, what would be my numbers, right? And then on the investment returns, rate of return before retirement 8%. So currently I have 2% yield of all of my investments. So meaning the all $250,000 investment, I'm making over 2% in just the dividends. So I do expect 6%, at least 6% of price appreciation. So that is why the total is 8% here. And then the rate of return during retirement 7%. I'm just gonna be a little conservative again. I just want to make sure that um, I don't over calculate and uh, underestimate anything bad to happen to the stock market, because that's where my most of the investments are. And then expected rate of inflation is 4%. Usually people keep it to 2 to 3% at max, but I again, I want to be a little conservative and want to see if anything were to happen. 4% on average rate of inflation, how would that affect my retirement? And then of course I'm married, so I checked here. And also I'm not calculating social security, because I do not know in next 15 to 20 years if social security will be around. I've talked to a few financial advisors and seen a few videos online as well. What they have mentioned is social security will still be out there. It's just gonna be either less, or it would not start kicking in until age of 65 or 70. So they're gonna delay the social security. So that is why I do not want to include anything from social security for my early retirement. So here are the results. The balance at the end of the retirement, which is at age 50 in next 15 years, would be $462,000. At the time of retirement, the balance would be $1.6 million, and then the annual retirement expenses would be $75,000, which is 50% of my last income yearly income, which is 150 currently, and $0 from social security. So what this $75,000 from 15 years later would mean would still be a lot of money. That would still be over $6,000, and considering that I would not be paying any mortgage, so that would be a comfortable life is how I see it in 15 years, in over $6,200 every single month without paying mortgage. So that's, I think that's a comfortable lifestyle that I can live with. So this is how the total will look like. Although you see a dip in the saving for retirement, but at the age of 85, if I were to live at that time, in at that age, I would still have $462,000 in my bank account. Not to mention the price of the home that I own, and the home ownership, and the equity that I would build in next 15 to 20 years. And at the age of 85, by then I think it would be at least 3 to 4 times of my current price. So the current price is around $550,000. So I would say around 2 million or close to that at the age of 85. So 2 million of that, and then 462,000 in the savings account. I think that that makes me a lot more comfortable thinking about retirement in next 15 to 20 years. And then who knows, I will keep churning out video content and make more money on the side probably, and be able to increase this 25% annual retirement savings. So if I were to save around 30% or invest around 30%, then you see the picture completely changes. It goes up to 2.5 per $1 million at the age of 85. Although the expenses are gonna increase, so it'll start from 75%, and with the pace of inflation they are increasing 4% every year. So this is why you are seeing a trending upward line here. So at the age of 60 85, I'll be taking out three close to $300,000 from my bank account, and I think that is a fair estimated value. But at the end of the day, again, like as I said, like 2.5 million in the bank account, if I were to aggressively save 30%, again, 25 is what I'm targeting. But even if I go with 20%, let's see, until 80, and the money will last until the age of 80. So that's why I was thinking either 50 or 55, depending on how much I'm investing. If I were to invest 20%, I can play with the age of retirement, work till 5 more years, till 55, and you see $8.3 million just working 5 more years. I'd be able to amass $8.3 million at the age of 90 years. So that's where the retirement calculator takes me. So I think you should also check out this retirement calculator and let me know what are your numbers, and if you would want to plan to retire at the earlier than 65. What by that time you would only have 11 healthy years to live for. So that's why we all, I think, should plan for at least financial independence, if not retiring early. And that's the take. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do so, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself and people around you. Goodbye.